Hi guys, so my channel is called Old School Home and Garden, and speaking of old school, I'm gonna start a new playlist. It's gonna be called Speaking of Old School and show you some of the old school things that I do that are kind of home related but not so much garden. We do make a lot of our furniture or restore old furniture, and I would like to share this with you because I am not so proud of the stuff that I've done. It's kind of easy, but the stuff that my husband has done, and he doesn't know I'm making this video, but it is absolutely amazing. He is very, very talented, and believe it or not, he started welding like this, didn't take any classes, didn't go to school, didn't go to learn from another welder. He just started and started welding. So, but first we're gonna start. I like to work with wood more than metal, versus him, he rather works with metal than wood. So I'm gonna show you some of the things I did. And the first thing is my desk, which I'm actually kind of sort of proud of, because it was a table. There is a store here in Phoenix, it's called, what was the name of it? Hotel Furniture Liquidators. And they sell old furniture from hotels. And I spent, I think, like 5 months in this house without a desk because I couldn't find a desk that I like. Because what I wanted is basically a table. I didn't want a desk, I wanted a table because I like to have that space. And so I found this really, really ugly dining room table. That's it. And in this picture you can see what the table looked like before. It was this ugly color, it looked like absolutely nothing. And right now I'm gonna walk you through the process and show you what I did. Let's go, I'll bring you closer. And what I did with the base, it was this ugly brown color. So I spray painted the base with silver paint, and then I applied black spray paint over the silver, and then I rubbed it with sandpaper, and so it creates the effect that it's kind of old aged metal, which I absolutely love. And it's hard to see because it's dark here, but yeah, here you can see better what it looks like. So that is the base of the table. And the top of the table, I wanted to make it look like old weathered wood, like the one that you see in old farmhouses. And in order to create that effect, since the top of the table is just plywood, I poured white vinegar in a plastic cup, and then I put the finest grade of steel wool in it, which I believe it was 4 zeros, and I let the steel wool sit in the vinegar for 24 hours. And then I took a brush and I spread the solution over the wood, and I could literally see how the wood was aging in front of my eyes. So basically in 24 hours I did what the weather normally does to wood in, I don't know, years. And after I distressed the wood using different instruments, I stained it and I put a finish on it. And this is what the top of my desk looks like. And here is how I did some of the aging effects. For example, let me see. And this is, believe it or not, this is plywood. It's not even wood. But what I did over here, I'll show you on this end. So as you can see, it looks like the wood has cracks in it. And what I did is I took a screwdriver and I basically ran it through, so it created these little grooves. And over here I used the chisel to kind of curve, make it appear all damaged and weathered. Yeah, it took a pretty good beating. And over here I tried to imitate the, let me see if you can see it. Here I tried to imitate the wormholes that worms do in old wood. So I basically took a nail and just put a bunch of small holes. But yeah, I beat it up with chains, with a hammer. I just tried to make it as weathered and as old looking as possible. So I love my desk. I think it's pretty cool. And here are my pen and pencils holders, and I couldn't find anything that I liked in the store. So what I did is I used old cans from probably soup, I'm not sure, but I spray painted them black. And then the same thing as the base of my table, I took sandpaper and I gently rubbed the top layer of the paint, and this is what it looks like. I like it. And when we first moved to the house, I couldn't find bar stools that I liked, so I went to Target and I bought 2 of those bar stools for, I think they were $13 or $15, just to use them. And then I was gonna return them once we got the stools we wanted, but I figured out that by the time I drive to Target and back home, I'm probably gonna waste on gas just as much. So I decided I had some leftover materials from building our bed, and I decided to use them and reupholster paint and reupholster the stools, and now we use them when we have extra people. And another thing that I made that I'm proud of, I use my sewing machine for that, but I sewed the curtains, not because there was nothing that I liked out there, but because they're so expensive. So I bought the fabric and I sew our own curtains. And these over here are the curtains in the other side of the living room, towards the kitchen. So I think I did a pretty good job. Not too bad. It was the first time. It's nice. And here in the living room right next to the fireplace, there was this big hole that I guess it's meant to put your TV there back 25 years ago. And since they don't make TVs like this anymore, we had the hole sitting there for a while. Then we decided to build a bookshelf and put it there. So the same thing, we kind of distressed the wood and then stained it and set it up there, and it looks really nice. And here is how we built our beds. We used plywood for the headboards and 2x6 boards for the sides of the bed. And what I did is I upholstered the sides of the boards with foam and then with padding, so the fabric fits nicely over the padding. And I did the same thing with the headboards. I put foam, then padding, and then the fabric. And then we actually attached the headboards to the wall, not to the bed. And then for both beds, we bought these bed slats from IKEA because I actually don't like the box spring, and they work awesome because you can actually adjust the firmness of the bed, and you can adjust it in different places of the length of the bed, so it could be firmer towards your back and softer towards your feet. And here are some close-ups. This fabric, it's really nice. I bought it from a discounted store, and this is what the bed in the guest bedroom looks like. I love it. I like the color of the fabric. I actually like it better than the color of the fabric in our master bedroom. Here is the master bedroom. It's kind of a lighter grayish color. Not too bad, but I like the other one better. Anyway, it's too late now, and here you can see my craftsman work at the edges. So in this bed, it doesn't look as good as the other bed because the other one was the second one, so I was better at sewing and stapling and all that stuff. Well, not too bad. That was our first project, so I think we did okay. At least I like it. And here is the master welder using his plasma cutter for the very first time. And that's him using his welder for the very first time. And sure enough, a few days later, he built that. And this is the first of 2 sets of coffee tables with end tables that he built for the house. And he basically welded them, put the rivets, the corners, and then stained them with patina. And he did that old aged metal vintage industrial look. And this is the second set of coffee table with 10 tables that he built, and the difference here is that the coffee table is quite a bit bigger and it's square, and also to this set he added a console table that I absolutely love. And as you can see, the projects got more and more difficult, and this is the last TV stand that he built for us, and I absolutely love it. I love the mesh doors. I still have to put some decor inside, but it's beautiful. It took a long time, but it's absolutely beautiful. And last but not least is our dining room table, and for the base he used I-beams that he bought from the metal supply store and welded together, and then stained them or apply patina to them. And then the top of the table is a big slab of wood that we bought from a store or a place called Porter Barn, and they sell reclaimed wood from old farmhouses in Pennsylvania. The place is here in Phoenix, but they also sell slabs, big slabs like this. So it was raw, and so we had to finish it, stain it, paint it, seal it, and you can see here the live edge. It just follows the outline of the tree. I absolutely love it. And all these little dings and things in the wood were already there, and over here you can see how he secured the wood top to the steel base. And I don't think this table is going anywhere because it is the heaviest piece of furniture I have ever seen, but it is absolutely beautiful. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just wanted to share the things that we make at home. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.